So everyone does know that the Minnesota Vikings will be sellers by the November 3rd trade deadline. It was signified last week by the trade of Yannick Ngakoue to the Ravens. So basically, at 1-5, any veteran who has some shred of value, particularly ones with large contracts, will be on the block and available for trade. Just call up Ricky, just like, hey, hello. Oh, hello. Yeah, pretty Ricky Spielman. Give me all your 7th round picks. Click. That's all. So Jason LaCanfora, CBS Sports, did a little write-up over the weekend. They got some Vikings fans buzzing. It's titled NFL Trade Deadline. Vikings seeking to shed more salary, but rival GMs lukewarm about Minnesota's veterans. And here's what the Jabroni article said. While the team has tried to quell any sense of blah, 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 league sources said it's possible that receiver Adam Thielen is dealt before the deadline, but not likely. While there was an exception among other expectation amongst other executives, I'm good at reading, that Minnesota is very open to moving safety Harrison Smith, left tackle Riley Reef, tight end Kyle Rudolph, if they can find the right takers. Quote, they try to push Rudolph, but the guy we want is Irv Smith. Yeah, good luck with that. All right. They don't want to trade the young guys. Well, no poop, Sherlock. But yeah, they'll push more salary if they can. Yeah. Oh, congratulations. You figured out football. Awesome. I mean, how did you become a GM? They want to move on from some guys for sure, but not the guys we want, another GM said. They want to cut payroll, but I don't know how successful they'll be with that, end quote. So right away, just like the tone of all of these other anonymous GMs, and also the fact that it said the rival GMs lukewarm in the title, just says that this is a hit piece. It is. It's designed to throw a wrench in the Vikings trade plans. Like, they won't trade the guys that we want. They want to get rid of the older guys with salary. Well, no crap. Exactly no crap. Why would the Vikings, in this soft reboot, get rid of Irv Smith on his rookie deal as he's ascending in year 2? Or you get rid of Kyle Rudolph, who has a massive salary, not much of it guaranteed, actually none of it guaranteed after this season, and a little bit long in the tooth, but certainly could add some value to a playoff team. Yeah, why would the Vikings do that? It's moronic. But yeah, it did point out that Adam Thielen is very unlikely to be traded. I think that he, of those 4, you can throw in Anthony Harris as well. Well, Harris is probably more likely, but of those 4, so Thielen, Harrison, Reef, and Rudy, I think Thielen is by far the least likely to be traded, including Harrison. But I think Harrison's trade is pretty unlikely. But Thielen, I mean, he's still in his prime. He still is still on the back end of his prime. He's off to one of the best starts to his career. Plus, he's under a very reasonable contract through 2024. Although that would make him very appealing in a trade, but it'll cost you, Chief. So if you want to get Thielen, bust out those ones, or perhaps even more than that. But it was pretty revealing that it did say that the Vikings are open to moving Harrison Smith. I get it. He is 31. He does have 1 year remaining after this year on his contract. That's going to need some freshening up. And if the Vikings are in a full-on teardown and reboot, I mean, is Harrison going to be a part of the future? I would like to see it. But I can understand Harrison's frustration because he's not getting any younger, 9-year veteran. And if he wants a chance to get a ring before he hangs it up and then, just goes off into the woods and just flies planes and does all that stuff and then unfollows the Vikings on social media, even though there's no evidence that he followed them in the first place, maybe he will go somewhere else because maybe he does see that the Vikings will be up against it for 2-3 years. And maybe if he can go somewhere else, say the Chiefs, I was going to say the Ravens, but yeah, maybe the Steelers, maybe the Titans, etc. It would make a lot of sense. And also, Harrison Smith, so first-year captain, even though Harrison's been a de facto leader. Again, you don't need to be a leader to wear the C, and just because you wear the C does not make you a leader. But Harrison Smith got to be a little bit frustrated, especially the way that this defense has panned out. I mean, you're plopping rookies back there. They're talented, for sure, but they're just not up to speed at the NFL game. And you find that Harrison Smith and Anthony Harris are really covering a lot of the ass end of that defense, which has not been great this year. And you saw that frustration boil over at the end of the Seahawks game. Cam, cover your effing guy. So that's Harrison Smith right now. So is the relationship between Zimmer and Harrison straining? I think it's unlikely. I think there is a genuine love and affection there. Zimmer said himself that he sees Harrison as one, like basically his son. So I don't see the Vikings parting ways with Harrison. Although maybe it'll get Zimmer to quit. if they just trade Harrison. So who really knows? But it's going to be interesting to see what the Vikings do this week. It had been reported that even though the trade deadline is November 3rd, trades that will go down could happen as soon as this week due to COVID testing and all those things. So, I mean, don't be shocked. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week, the Vikings potentially could ship out someone else. Is that going to be Riley Reif? I think that he does have a lot of value in terms of a team that needs a short-term, competent left tackle. I don't think he's going to be part of the Vikings' future. Kyle Rudolph has been, for being a Vikings luminary since 2011, I mean, Kyle Rudolph gets put up on the trade block like at every opportunity. I can sort of see why Kyle's a little bit bitter at the Vikings, but it's whatever. Thielen, I don't think goes anywhere. Harrison, maybe. Anthony Harris, I think could be a very likely trade candidate. But yeah, I mean, it's Packers week, I guess, but really it's trade deadline week, so keep an eye on everything. But your thoughts, LaCanfora, Vikings, sellers, let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Small Support That Work, post on the Venmo, but till next time, Skull, production value.